Well, our musical mashup for today really focuses on this concept of difference and its impact in our world. And I think we need to get a little comfortable saying we are different. We represent different social and economic classes. We in this room are from different, not just ages, but different generations. There are political beliefs that are different. We have theological doctrines that are different. We have different genders, orientations, nationalities. We like different sports teams, and some of us choose to drive different colored cars. I just bought an orange truck, and some people have a problem with it. It's quite funny to watch. But the point is that I want to say we get stuck in this idea that our differences lead to conflict. And I think that's a little bit of a misnomer. I think it's more that we think we are better than, or know more than, or do not value the other as equal. We should be clear. Racism is a destructive force in our world. And yet, our God is a God of astonishing creativity, evident in the breathtaking diversity of creation. If you believe in the divine artistry moving among us, then we must recognize that each individual is different and yet bears the very mark of the image of God on them. Racism is fundamentally a failure to see humanity through a biblical lens. It is the failure to see each other as a unique and unrepeatable child of God. The backstory for Isaiah is that Israel is returning to the land. They've been taken off. The Babylons came, the Assyrians came. Now the Persians have come and have released the Israelites to go back to the land. And they arrive to a land that's absolutely decimated, a society that is in disarray. They don't know what to do. They're really confused. We prayed. We fasted. We observed the Sabbath. Isn't that enough, Isaiah? And Isaiah's response is very resounding. No, it's not. Isaiah reveals that the people have traded their relationships they're supposed to be working on for these empty rituals. And he says to them that it is your hearts that need to be changed. This text speaks to our country today. It speaks to our world. It speaks to our struggle generationally with racism. There is a yoke being that piece that was placed on top of the oxen that would pull the cart. It was heavy, it weighed you down. There is a yoke on all of us, a yoke that binds us as a people together. And yet Isaiah continues, it's not just the yoke, it's also that we finger point and we speak wickedly about one another and we dehumanize one another when we do. And because of that, we fail to help those who are afflicted in our world today. I want you to consider first the musical South Pacific. It tells the story of this character, Emil, who's a European refugee grappling with the prejudice his biracial children experience from his love interest, Nellie, who's the American nurse who must confront her own deeply ingrained biases.
What makes her talk like that? Why do you have this feeling, you and she? I do not believe it is born in you. I do not believe it.
It's not born in you. It happens after you're born.
You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught.
The lyric exposes the finger wagging we do, the ways we speak wickedly of others. It draws our attention to the attitudes that get shared from generation to generation and creates a burden for us all. You've got to be carefully taught to hate and fear. You've got to be carefully taught before you are 6 or 7 or 8 to hate the people your relatives hate. Racism and discrimination, prejudice is not inherent to who we are. The musical Hairspray offers us an illustration about how we then dismantle this yoke of prejudice by seeing it as a shared human experience. You're going to see in this scene Tracy Turnblad, who doesn't just passively hope the world is different, she actively makes connections, and her genuine connection with Seaweed and his friends show her unwavering commitment to integration. The bravery of characters like Link Larkin and Penny Pingleton, who cross societal lines, underscore the work we have to do.
Hey, cool. Not quite, huh? Ah, damn. Smile was getting it. Listen, man, you ain't gotta stop now. My mom's having a platter party tonight. Y'all wanna come check it out?
Now? Would you mind if I, too, checked it out? I've never been to North Avenue before.
Well, would it be safe? You know, for us? Calm down, cracker boy. It's cool.
Wow. Being invited places by colored people feels so hip.
I'm glad y'all feel that way, because, not many people do. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
I can't see why people look at me and only see the color of my face. Oh, yeah.
Did you notice the awkwardness there between everybody? Right? To lift off the yoke of prejudice, it is going to be awkward at times. I also want to say I don't know what a platter party is, but I'm totally in. Like, whatever that is, I am there for a platter of food. The ways we build connections is important. But I think it really is West Side Story that illustrates for us the challenge our world faces. It's a story of a city that is in change. You see the difference between these Italians and these Puerto Ricans as a city becomes more diverse. It is a roadmap for us. As our own world is becoming more diverse, how will we respond? Now, maybe you recall the original 1961 movie, the scene Somewhere, the song Somewhere. And in this scene, Maria and Tony are singing together. It's like a dreamscape sort of an image that they're imagining the world where they could be together, a time where they could exist. In 2021, Steven Spielberg redid the movie, and he didn't have Maria and Tony singing this song. It is instead the shopkeeper, Valentina, and she sings it in a different way, framed around our country. The song is sung by Rita Moreno, who in 1961 played the original Anita, and here is her dream for our world.
There's a place for us somewhere, a place for us, peace and quiet and open air.
there is a place for us somewhere. Isaiah is offering us a path out of the darkness of prejudice. He is offering us a way to repair the breach of our community, to be restorers of the streets we live in, repairers of this breach, builders of a new bridge. And that way is to recognize each of us bears the yoke that is driving this darkness. Each of us at times has wagged a finger and spoken evil or wickedly of one another, and each of us has missed the afflicted before us. We have a way forward, a vision for a redeemed community. The theater offers for us often a mirror to reflect our society back on us. And sometimes that's done in ways that make us uncomfortable. The theater dares to challenge our ingrained assumptions. The theater dares to push back against the boundaries of our tribalism. The theater invites us to ignite a righteous anger at the injustices of our world. Fiddler on the Roof, Jesus Christ Superstar, South Pacific, Hairspray, West Side Story, they all invite us to understand the factors of our world that create division. They invite us to listen, to value different perspectives, and to challenge our biases. That is restoring the true biblical community. Playwright Lorraine Hansberry, who wrote A Raisin in the Sun, says this: "Most of the trouble exists because people just don't want to sit down and talk to each other. That we don't try hard enough in this world to understand the other fellow's problem, the other guy's point of view. May you go into the world looking at another perspective, and in so doing, find a child of God staring back at you."